Hey, what's up, everyone? Sean Count Blackgrith here today with a CD/vinyl collection update. Gonna grab this quick because I got a shameless plug. I just bought some more envelopes. Utsadat, Vargrav, running low on copies. Pick this up before it's gone. I need these gone before I put out the new album along with Ashen Throat on CD. Price has been reduced to $10. Grab them. I have a couple Temple Sleeper stickers left, so the next few orders will get a Temple Sleeper sticker. So act quick if you want that. There is no background music playing because I don't feel like screwing with it. I just want to get this video done because this is an attempt, I want to say, number 5 at making this video over the course of like 2 months. Well, I'm going to get it done this time. I just got 2 CDs. I know last time I said this video was going to be just vinyl, but I picked these up today because I found them at Reimagine Records in Utica. Well, New Hartford, technically. Actually, I got this one at FYE. Amorphis, Queen of Time. I love Amorphis. I love modern Amorphis. I only listened to about half of this today, and I don't know, man. They're getting a little too proggy for me. I love, like, Far From the Sun and Am Universum. I love those records. And those are proggy as shit, but this is, like, really far out there prog. It's good, but I don't know how I feel about it. It's going to take a few listens. But whatever. Found this at Reimagine Records, which I was very shocked by because they never had black metal. I was jamming this on vinyl. I own this on vinyl. Owned it for quite some time now on vinyl. I just never had the CD. And I was listening to it the other night, and I was, how should I put it? This album really spoke to me at the time, and it just fucking blew my mind. And I've been a fan of this album for years, but that one time just something hit me right. I had to pick it up on CD. Enslaved, Frost. This is a Season of Mist press. Because I bought this, I actually got a free record because I filled up my card because you get like a $10 thing for free. Love that picture. I was so pissed that the vinyl reissue did not come with that on the printed inner. And I also love this. It has the Osmos catalog number, but it's a Season of Mist CD. And whoever thought that was a good font to put Frost in should be beaten severely. But whatever. This album rules. One of the best fucking black metal albums ever. I love the intro Frost with that crystalline synth. Absolutely gorgeous. Favorite song on here is probably Wotan or Fenris. Yggdrasil is really good as well. Great shit. Check that out. Well, I'm sure all of you have. This record is actually currently on my turntable because I just listened to the first half of it. I decided to record this video. I still haven't jammed the second half. I got this for pretty much free at Reimagine, and I've always wanted to check out more from this band because I love the first track on this album. And so far, I'm pretty impressed. This is Climbing by Mountain, or Mountain Climbing, if you want to say it with an exclamation point. These guys are a hard rock band from Long Island, which I had no idea that's where they were from. They have like a very bluesy sound, so I always assumed they were Southern, but no. They're from Long Island, which is still Southern to me. But really solid stuff. That dude's mustache and fro combination, dude. Unbelievable champion. Destroyer of Worlds. Slayer of Poon. Destroyer of Worlds. And apparently, I don't know what he plays, but Riffer of Riffs, because the riffs on this thing are absolutely killer. Most people know Mississippi Queen from Guitar Hero. And I'm not going to pretend to be someone I'm not. That's how I discovered Mountain. But, yeah, so far, really enjoying this. Put out in 1970 and before. If there's any old dudes watching this, I know you guys care about what country's press it is. This is Not the mono press, but the stereo US version from Windfall Records. So, yeah, and even has that Windfall logo on the front. Alright, so anyways, that's cool. Picked this up a long time ago, a few months back. Most of these I picked up a few months ago, actually. This album's really good. I forgot how good this band is because I hate their modern stuff so much. Made me forget about their past work. Talking about Mastodon, Blood Mountain. I forgot how amazing this album is. Same thing for Ghost. Like, I hate their new material so much. I forgot how good the first album is. And with Mastodon, I hate their newer material, like post Crack the Sky on so much. I forgot how great Blood Mountain, Leviathan, Remission, and Crack the Sky really are. Blood Mountain is just a fucking masterpiece. I'm definitely picking up Crack the Sky next time I go there because they have a copy of that, and that's my favorite Mastodon record. This thing is a thing of beauty. Blade Catcher is a very bizarre song to say the least, but really solid progressive sludge, although I hesitate to call them sludge. Printed sheet here with some lyrics and all that good shit. Solid album. Nothing that I would like jam consistently, but if I'm feeling it, this album absolutely destroys, annihilates all. Definitely check out Blood Mountain. Probably my second favorite not Leviathan. Second favorite Mastodon album. So there's that. Next we got quite a bit of stuff that I picked up from the Soundgarden over the course of the last like 3-4 months, even more maybe. Probably more than that. This is They Often See Dreams About the Spring by Drudkh. Drudkh, being a Ukrainian black metal band, one of my favorite Ukrainian black metal bands, absolute masters of atmospheric black metal. This album just destroys. It rules. It wins. It's better than a furrow cut short, and I didn't think that was going to be possible for them because I felt like I love all material from them, even like A Handful of Stars, which I know a lot of people don't like, and Songs of Grief and Solitude. But of course, my favorite stuff is like the first 4 records. Those things are just perfection. And they started to gain that sound back with a furrow cut short. This is with that sound perfected. Absolutely killer. Comes on this super glossy gatefold. I love the font that they used for this. This is on black vinyl, so I'm not going to pull the record out, but it does come with this awesome booklet that features artwork that really matches the music. So definitely pick up a copy of this and check it out. Killer shit. I'll have a link down below to where you can listen. This thing rules. Highly recommend it. And while I'm putting this away, I'm just going to put this out there. Somebody filmed my band's last set. It was a house show that we played. Somebody filmed most of the set. She's a big supporter of the local scene, Megan. I'll have a link down below to the video of the set if you want to check it out. Our intro and like part of scripture is missing, but the rest of the set's still intact. So there's Drudkh. They Often See Dreams About the Spring. Next is an album I have a love-hate relationship with. I feel like I love it more than I care to admit, but I am definitely let down. This is my favorite non-metal artist of all time. Her last album was over 8 years ago, and it was a fucking masterpiece. Fever Ray, self-titled. This is her newest album, Plunge. Digitally released last year, physically released at the beginning of this year. I was lucky enough to pick up a standard copy. Love the packaging to this. For those of you that are unfamiliar with Fever Ray, let me give you a quick rundown. She is one half of the electronic duo The Knife from Sweden. They're a very experimental electronic group. Only album from theirs I really, really like is Silent Shout. Fever Ray, her solo material, Karen's solo material under the banner Fever Ray was always much more darker and ambient. This is basically Silent Shout 2.0. While I like that, it's not what I want from Fever Ray, but what do I know? Somebody I know is getting pissed right now and typing up in the comments, it's not about what you want. Well, when it comes to me listening to music, it is about what I want. Fuck yourself, you cunt. Comes with this really nice drop card. I get really angry for some reason over dumb shit. I hate unfolding this, but I will for the video. It comes with this huge poster. I do want to frame it at some point. I'm going to have an office put outside for my label. And this is probably going to be framed going in there. I hate the fact, though, that the lyrics are on this. Same thing with the Aesop Rock album. I hate when the lyrics are on posters because I get terrified to unfold the poster because of potential damage from things like that, trying to fold it up. Hate that shit. Comes with this printed inner sleeve with some very bizarre photography like that. She's in a bowl, not a bowl, what the fuck am I saying? A tub of Cheetos without the cheese dust. I don't get it. I will link my favorite songs, Disturbing Center label. Favorite songs from this, I love the whole B-side, honestly. The B-side is the best. On the A-side, Wanna Sip, Mustn't Hurry. And that's really about it. The middle gets pretty tedious, but the ending, the payoff is there. I will put a couple of my favorite tracks from this album in the description. If that sounds like something you will be interested in checking out, please do so. The songs that are good are absolutely killer and must listens. The rest of the stuff, I feel like this would have made a better EP than anything, honestly. But once again, what do I know? It's not my vision. That was her vision. And I'm just rambling with my back to the camera. I feel like a terrible YouTuber now. So let's move on with another purchase from Soundgarden. Bam! Morbid Disgusting Semla. This is fucking killer. It's a bootleg. I know there is an official thing of Year of the Goat, blah, blah, blah. I don't have the money for it. This was cheap at Soundgarden. Fuck yourself. This is awesome. It contains the December Moon demo, a rehearsal track, and then the live show recorded in Stockholm in October 23rd, 1987. Great Swedish death metals. A little bit of black metal influence here and there. Most of that being the fact that Dead was the vocalist. None of these photos are of the Morbid era Death. I believe these are all Mayhem photos, which proves, once again, this is a fucking bootleg. Super thick black vinyl, though. Just, whatever. The center labels are cool. But, sound quality is really good. Heavyweight vinyl. Really good quality bootleg. I feel like I don't need to talk about this much, though, since I don't think I need to hold your hand through black metal history. So, Morbid. Disgusting Semla. Killer shit. The one song with the chanting, that's a little fucking weird. Last thing I got from Soundgarden, this was the last thing I picked up there, actually. This was about a month or two ago. This is Very Skate. That by Moonsorrow. I hate the fact that these guys get lumped in with cheesy Finnish folk metal, because it's not cheesy at all. This is really good blackened folk metal. If you're a fan of like Vindir, you should like this. If you're a fan of Goatmoon, you should like this. If you're a fan of... Fuck, man. I don't know. If you're a fan of good folky black metal, Moonsorrow is for you, man. Don't ignore the fact that Trollhorn from Fintroll is a member. If you hate Fintroll for some reason, I know a lot of people do. I like them. Not as much as I used to. This is a Blood Music Reissue, so you know the quality is going to be mediocre. Triple LP set. Literally all the center labels are the same. There is no printed inner sleeve. They didn't even give you a lyric sheet. They said, fucking eat a dick, play the record. And that's what you do while you do this. Eat a dick and you play a record. I don't know what I'm saying. Track 1, or the entire side of A, definitely my favorite song on here. The end of it has a very mayhem sort of vibe. It feels almost like a tribute to De Mysterious, Dom Sathanas. Actually, especially the blast towards the end with the vocals going over it. It almost has like an Attila Shahar vibe. And just, I believe his name's Ville. His vocals, anyway, are just absolutely fantastic. I couldn't tell you his name, though, because it doesn't tell you anywhere on here. Good job, Blood Music. Go print another $1,000 box set while you're at it that nobody can buy. And let's overbloat it. Yeah, let's make albums that were single LP, double LP. That'll jack the cost up. Fucking idiots. Anyways, sorry about that. If the owner of Blood Music sees this, I love Kawan. Thank you for releasing them. And Perturbator and Ghost. And actually a lot of Blood Music bands. I just really wish his packaging was better. But anyways, I should be stoked to own this, but I have so many gripes with this fucking thing. Celtic Frost, Tragic Serenades, ordered this off Discogs. It was a record store day release. Hooray! Yeah, this album is really okay. Hold on one second. Alright, sorry about that. My dad was saying goodnight to me. Yeah, I love this EP, but it makes no sense the way it was released. This screams cash grab, and I hate it. Basically, I don't associate Tragic Serenades with anything other than To Megatherion, because these are from the To Megatherion sessions. Makes sense. So what do they include with To Megatherion? Emperor's Return. What do I associate Emperor's Return with? Morbid Tales. What do we get with Morbid Tales? Rehearsal tracks that don't mean dick. This should have been included, but whatever. At least, even though it's a shitty picture disc and really tiny, might I add. At least it sounds good. At least it was released. Rest in peace, Martin. It's awesome to hear his tracks over the Usurper and Jewel Throne and the Return to the Eve Party, I believe it is, party mix. It's cool, but I don't know, I just wish there was more to this instead of shitty packaging. Whatever. Next up is a record that was a gift. This was a gift from my buddy Steven. He ordered this for me back in January. And, got it. This is the first sub-level of Suicide by Leviathan. Excuse me, this is the Die Hard picture disc version released by Ascension Monuments. Now, here's my experience with Ascension Monuments and what I know. A lot of people are getting pissed. A lot of people ordered from these guys without knowing that Blake Judd was behind it. A bunch of stuff like that. We'll get to that. I'll tell you about my experience with getting this and ordering a Judas Iscariot flag. So, a nice jacket. Right, a little dinged up, but fucking whatever, I'm not a dork. So basically my friend ordered this for me the day that it went up for pre-order, and here we are in July, finally got it, and it was worth the wait for sure, but there was like no real communication. I ordered the Judas Iscariot flag, and I waited a month, and Craig sent me one for free. And while they threw in my Judas Iscariot flag, and I ordered right here, so I got it. So you will get your stuff, even though it takes like forever. From what I've been able to tell, everybody's been getting their stuff. So Lack of communication's not good. They shouldn't have done the pre-orders like they did, but I feel like they are holding up to their end of the bargain on you getting your stuff. But that all remains to be seen. I'm trying to stay out of all this bullshit, but here's the picture disc. Looks killer. Sounds killer. This stuff is absolutely incredible. It's hard to believe that these are demo tracks. This came with a few things, and also at the request of Steven, I'm going to sound like I'm crying, because he's the one that ordered this for me, and it just means so much. Everybody says I sound like I'm crying, so here you guys go, I'm crying. Alright, I'm not. So, this comes with a bonus 7-inch. Called Withered Upon Her Was... I cannot read. Withered Upon Her Kingdom of Was. Comes with this cool silk screen B-side. This sounds alright, but they're really pushing the limits of a 7-inch vinyl of 9 minutes. That's really pushing the limits. But it still sounds alright. It sounds passable. No real complaints about it or anything. I just wish that this would have came with a actual like little jacket, but whatever. And this also came with a patch, and this is really cool. A signed poster from Rest. Killer stuff. I absolutely love Leviathan. I need more full lengths. I only have the last two, and this, so I need to get more Leviathan in my collection, but it's a work in progress. But I feel like all of you know Leviathan at this point, so I'm not gonna bother going into it. These last 3 items, they came from Hell's Headbangers. 2 of them are NS, so after this one, if you're not into NSBM, you might want to skip the video if you hate it. This is Vargrav with Netherstorm. This is one of the greatest black metal albums to come out in years, my guy. Years. This thing is so good. Just pure symphonic black metal, early Emperor worship, tons of Moon and Scorpio from Limbonic Art, For Altid from Dimmu. The good old days of symphonic black metal are alive and kicking on this album. Hard to believe that it's one dude. Absolutely amazing stuff. This is the reissue from Werewolf Records. Props to Werewolf for keeping this stuff in print. Comes on a lovely purple vinyl, even though it looks red. I promise you it is purple. And there was also a half clear, half purple with a picture 7-inch picture disc. There was also a black vinyl, and we get a 7-inch that's in purple. This contains The Glory of Eternal Night, which is an excellent song, and the amazing cover of Ancient Queen by Emperor. This thing is just absolutely fantastic. It's one of those albums that's worth the hype for sure. Definitely cannot get enough of this album. I've spun it probably 5-6 times since I got it. This thing is that good, and I'm going to be spinning it again a little later. So check that out. Vargrav with Netherstorm. Now, if you don't like NSBM, you might want to exit out of the video because we have 2 NS records. First one is from pretty much the founding fathers of NSBM. This is Absurd with Werewolf Thorn. Whew, is this album good? I don't agree with the ideology, but damn, this thing is great. I love the bagpipes on it, which is very bizarre. I didn't think I would hear that. My favorite one from them is the one that came after this album. I want to say it's called... I can't remember. It has a blue album cover. It was just reissued, and I cannot find the reissue. If you guys have one and want to sell it to me, please do. Don't hurt me with the price, because this shit's banned from Discogs. This is a reissue, sounds fantastic. A lot of people say they're just an RAC band with shitty vocals. I love the vocals. Um, I love the music. I don't think it sounds anything like RAC because I think RAC is some of the worst music on the planet. That Rock Against Communism shit is just fucking trash, man. I've never heard a good band within that. Well, you get this printed inner sleeve, which does no good because pretty much all of it's in German. But I know it says something about Rob Darkin, inner sleeve, whatever. And this comes on a lovely green splatter vinyl. Fucking killer. This thing sounds so good. I love the bagpipes on it. It just... Everything about this record just rips front to back. When Absurd plays at slower tempos, that's when they really, really shine, in my opinion. I just think they're a great band regardless of ideology and whatever Heydrich has done. This was released by his label, Darker Than Black, and I believe co-released as well, if not distributed by, it doesn't specify in the back, Merchant of Death. So, Absurd, Werewolf Thorn, and the last record you're going to see a lot of in the coming weeks since it was just reissued. And it's a great album. Finnish Steel Storm by Goatmoon. Finally, after so many years of being out of print, finally get a vinyl press. Please repress Vargrav. I need that album desperately. This thing's killer though. Very bare bones packaging, but that's what I expect at this point from Werewolf Records. Folky, but not too folky. Super unique sounding. Everybody talks about the folk instrumentation, like the tin whistle. They neglect the keyboards, man. The keyboards on this are sick. I love them, especially on Bitter Winter of Depression. So good. And I was lucky enough to get, and I believe the black vinyl's the more limited variant, which is cool that Werewolf does that. Love the merge, the Finnish flag merge, I guess you could say. I know that's why they picked those colors. This thing just rules front to back. Check it out if you haven't done so already. And this video is almost a half hour, so I'm going to end it. Pick up a CD if you want. Check out my band's full set. And I don't know why I'm almost hardcore dancing, so I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next